I don't know how many of you all are even going to be on right now, but we got to talk. Some shit happened. Some shit happened, and we're going to talk about it. Let's see. Here we go. Can you guys hear me? This is fucking crazy. Guys, sorry. I am like doing 6 things at one time. Please let me know that you guys can hear me. I got a heart from Summer. Summer, can you all hear me? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I'm gonna assume you guys can hear me. Um, shit is fucking crazy. So today, if you didn't know, okay, perfect. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you, Summer. If you didn't know, I uploaded a video today about the time that my stalker and his crazy ass girlfriend followed me and my one of my friends at the time on a cruise ship. Now, his girlfriend is still very much in the picture. I didn't know that she was until after I uploaded one of my first stalker videos. After I uploaded one of my first stalker videos, I received a email from her. I ended up changing that email. So if for those of you guys who have been here from the beginning, then you know that I used to have another email. It was questionsformorgan@gmail.com. And I ended up having to change that email because she knew that email, whatever. Since I've had questions for shay@gmail.com, I have not had the issue, okay, until today. So today I uploaded the video that you guys have wanted forever. And I am very careful about making sure that I change dates, I change names. The only thing that stays the same is the circumstances, like what actually happened, like the true grit of the story never changes. It's always the same. So today she sends me an email. And at first, I thought that it was just like, to be honest, at first, I thought that it was maybe like a hater or just someone with just had too much time on their hands. And because in the first email, she didn't say her name and she didn't say Waldo's real name. And you would have to either know me in life or be the actual people to know their names because I have never said their names, nor I think I called Margaret Betty in one of the first story times where I mentioned her for the first time. I'm pretty sure you all would have to fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that I called her Betty. I've always either said Betty or Margaret. And with Waldo, I'm pretty sure I always called him Waldo. Nowhere near their actual real names. Now, I'm at the point now, I have spoke to my lawyer, and I am at the point now where I really don't care. I'm really just about to be telling things, however, because at this point, not only will she be breaking a restraining order, but she will also be breaking a whole suit against her for my protection. And she knows that. Her emailing me alone, I could file a police report, which I did tonight. So with the okay from my people, basically, we're going to talk tonight. Yeah, we're going to talk tonight because I really feel like, and what I was saying tonight to my lawyer, I was like, I really feel like my subscribers ride for me, and if I put this out there, it's out there. It's in the world. There, whatever. So Betty has twin daughters. They are about 5 years older than myself. So they are almost damn near 40 years old. Okay. They literally have nothing better to do with their life but to obsess with me. And this did not start until I started YouTube. Like YouTube and like what all started, I was going live on Facebook. And that's when I noticed that they had sent me a friend request and I knew that she had twins, but I didn't know their names. The only reason that I knew that it was them was because their last name, and then I had my attorney find out who they were to see if they were related to her, which they were. So I let them creep, whatever, wanted them to not know that I knew, if that makes sense. But I knew. I saw you. I know you're watching now, and I know what username you go by on YouTube. You're not slick. So, anyways, about, I don't know, end of December, early January, one of you guys emailed me and say, hey, and this is when like I had just like really started sharing my TikTok on here. And one of you guys said, hey, I got a message on TikTok today from this girl. We'll call her Olive. It's not the twins' name, but it's very close because I don't care. I got a message today from Olive123, and she told me that she is your cousin and she's trying to get in contact with you, but you have blocked her on Facebook. And she was like, and I just found this weird, so I definitely wanted to, reach out to you and let you know because apparently she's trying to find you on TikTok. And I'm like, okay, I know who this person is. It's not my cousin. I explain to the subscriber everything that's going on, which this is a very faithful subscriber. This subscriber's been with me from the beginning, and I know that. That's why I shared information with the subscriber. Moving on, nothing really happens after that until I tell the next stalker update. And the next stalker story that I tell, I get a Facebook message from not Olive, but we'll call the other one Tulip, which is very close to her name. We'll call her Tulip. And Tulip is like, hey, I just want to let you know my mom has changed. She's not the same person she used to be. And she just really wanted to get to know you. She thought of you as a daughter. Now, y'all, you guys do not know the full story with Waldo, okay? And Betty, Margaret, whatever. This story gets very fucking dark, okay? And trigger warning now for sexual assault. I was raped by Waldo in the end. That's how everything ended, okay? And it's very, very scary and very sad and very traumatic for me to talk about. I will eventually tell you guys how everything ended, but there is so much in between story. I'm not going to tell that part until I get through fucking everything. The night that I was raped by Waldo, Betty was in the living room. She knew that I was in there and this was happening to me. And her children were in the bedroom. And mind you, they were full on like grown, like 30 years old when this happened. And they were both in the bed. They like shared a bedroom. It was a very small house. I'll tell you guys this story in the future. But like they were there too. So it was her daughters, Waldo, all in this house. And the story that I told today, I told you guys that I had just went through a breakup. That is not true. I was still with this guy. We were like in a very weird situation. Like we were not broken up, but we had been living together and he had moved out because of all of this. Like it was a lot. It was constant. And he is the one who came and found me. Anyways, I will tell that full story. But I hate Betty and I hate her daughters. I don't want any contact with them. And like the fact that she said, like, I thought of you as a daughter, like, you're fucking disgusting. The fact that you're even like on my shit, like watching my stuff after the hell that you and your daughters and Waldo put me through for over a decade is actually disgusting. If you actually had seeked help and you were actually a better human, I don't think that you would be contacting me at all. I think that you would know as a human that I wouldn't want any contact, and I would just love it if you would leave me the fuck alone. And the only reason that I'm telling this whole story is to possibly help someone who might be young and naive and going through the same thing as me. And that is the only reason that I'm telling this story. And I will continue to tell this story. Nobody is going to stop me. Nobody is going to shut me up. I don't give a fuck. I went through this stuff. I lived through this stuff. Yes, a lot of people lived through this stuff with me. A lot of people helped me get through this stuff. Oh, some of them are not in my life anymore, and that's okay. But what you're not going to do, Betty, is have your piece of shit daughters or you are going to contact me and tell me how to tell a story or tell me how to tell my story, should I say? Because that's what it is. It's my story. And I have protected your all's names forever. Betty's real name is Wanda, and I don't care. She can suck my dick because I'm so over it. So, Wanda, you need to stop contacting me. You need to stop contacting me. Right now, I've asked you to stop. I have all the court documents that I need if you do try to report anything to YouTube when I say your real name, because I will continue to say your real name. I am done. I am absolutely done. I'm done protecting your all's identity. I will continue to say Waldo just for the protection of the people who are involved in situations, but I don't give a fuck about you. And I really, really just want you to leave me alone. That is literally the least you and Olive and Tulip can do, is just leave me alone. And if the communication continues, then we'll just go back to court. Like, I am like literally ready to go right now, if that's what it takes. Suzanne, it is, but I'm to the point now, like, this has been going on since I was a late teenager. Like a teenager, this shit's been going on. I will be 30 fucking 2 years old in December. Thank you, Suzanne. I did my roots tonight. And then all of this shit happened. And now here it is, 11 o'clock at night, and I have to be up in the morning, and I'm dealing with all this shit. Which I don't mind because, again, I'm done protecting her and her daughters. If they contact me again, I'll just share the daughters' names because that story time is coming very soon when they come into play, trying to be my friend, Tulip. Got a job where I work. They found out where I was working and had Tulip and Olive both interviewed to work at the job I was working at, and only Tulip got hired. Olive did not get hired, and she became like my best friend. And I was hanging out with this girl and everything, and that's how things would like come to an end. Is when that started to happen, because I got vulnerable and was hanging out with her, and she would stay at my house a lot, but I never went and stayed at hers. And then I thought it was weird that she kept saying, "Why don't you come and stay at my house? Why don't you come stay at my house?" I thought it was very bizarre. And the guy I was talking to, the guy that I was telling you guys about, we were at like we were in a weird space when I went on the cruise. And then we ended up breaking up not long after that. And then we got back together, and he knew about Tulip and whatever. And he was like, "You do not need to hang out with her. I get really bad vibes. I don't like her." Because she would lie, and like she would forget her lies. Like she wouldn't keep up with her lies. That's the thing about a liar. Typically they don't. And so we would catch her in lies all the time. And it's because she was saying things that Waldo and fucking Betty, if you heard her name, you heard her name. I don't care. I really don't. I really don't care. Her name's Wanda. Whatever. Who cares? What Waldo and Wanda were telling her to say. And we ended up becoming friends. And she kept begging me to come stay the night, come stay the night, come stay the night at my house. I went and stayed the night at her house, and that is the night everything went down. And luckily, out of just like either luck or God or whatever you believe in, I had it like a feeling to tell my boyfriend at the time the address that I was going to. I don't know why, especially if I had that type of feeling, like why I even went. I went to therapy over that, but I went, gave him the address, and he was like, if I don't hear from you and you don't tell me you're going to bed, like I'm going to come. And I was like, okay. And I went, and immediately walking in, I seen Wanda sitting on the couch, and Waldo came walking through the kitchen. It was a very small, like what you would see in a horror movie, like what you see in horror movies, like really shitty houses that look almost like a rundown shack. That's what they lived in. Like if you watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you see that horrifying shacks that they live in, that's what Waldo and Wanda's house looked like. It was very old. And when I pulled up, I was very sketched out. It was in the worst part of Knoxville, like literally the worst part of Knoxville. And I was just really freaked out. But I went in, and Tulip came in from Wanda and Waldo's bedroom behind me as I came through the door, because I knocked on the door and they were like, come in. And I come in and I shut the door. And as I look to my left, I see Wanda sitting there. And I hear the door lock behind me. And Tulip and Olive are standing in the garden door. And I see Waldo walk from the kitchen. And he's like, I'm so glad you came to stay with us. I don't know, like, if their plan was to, like, hold me there. I don't know. Thank God he didn't wait too long, which he gave me permission to say his name, so I'll just say his name. The guy I was dating at the time, Brian, he was like, I was afraid that he was like, because as soon as I seen Waldo, and he was like, give me your phone. Like, that's how Waldo was. Ugh, it gives me fucking chills even thinking about it. But anyways, we'll go into that story at a later date. But it was fucking traumatizing. And the fact that they're like, oh, we've grown, we're different people, we've learned from our mistakes, da 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 da. I don't know why you're telling these stories, because we're different people. We're not the same people we used to be. La 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 la. I don't care. I don't care if you're a better person. I don't care who you are. I don't want to know who you are. I'll never trust you. I'll never want anything to do with you. And the fact that you wait all these years later, after all this shit was finally over, after years of therapy and everything that I've been through, like, just leave me alone. Just let me live my life. And I will continue to tell these stories. I'm not scared of you anymore. There's 22 reasons in my purse every single day why you should not fuck with me. And that's on period. I do not care. I have every permit that I need to carry what I carry. And that's the reason why I do it, because I have had literal nuts follow me since I was 18 years old. And I do not trust a goddamn soul in this world anymore. That's the reason. Like, I have to fuck with you for a minute before I even trust anybody now, because of this entire situation. And like, for her to have the gall to email me, I cannot believe that this bitch emailed me. She literally sat down at her computer or phone or what the fuck ever and wrote me a goddamn email. Can you even fathom this bitch writing me a goddamn email? Yeah, Suzanne, it was nuts. And like, Wanda wasn't even in the picture in the beginning. She came in long after. Like, Waldo started dating her long after he had started stalking me. And she walked up to me in a fucking Walmart parking lot. I was walking out of Walmart and I had seen this woman when I went in Walmart. She was parked like diagonal from me. And I seen her and she was just like watching me. And the reason why I noticed her is because she was in Waldo's car. And I seen that car, and anytime I would see that car in that color at that year, because he had like an old beat up, not car, it was a truck, but it was like old beat up and it was like two toned. Anytime I would see it, I would say, oh my God, that's got to be him. Nobody else has that truck. And I seen that truck and she was in it. So I was like, oh, thank God. And I went in Walmart, come out, and as I'm walking out Walmart, I see her get out of that truck, and she makes a beeline towards me. And as soon as she started to walk towards me, I knew. And at first, I really thought, oh God, this is probably his sister, or God only knows, is she about to like pull a bang bang on me and like make me get in the car with her, whatever. And she walked right up to me in the Walmart parking lot and said, hi, I'm Waldo's girlfriend. Um, we followed you here. Like they acted like it was so normal. So yeah, you can't fix that shit in 4 years. I'm sorry, but you can't. Almost 5 years since all of this shit ended. You can't tell me that that shit is fixed. If you are like fucking obsessed with someone, you follow their every move, and you think that shit is normal. Not only that, but she was dating this man. Like she bedded down with this sick man who followed me every single day. She was in love with this man, supposedly. And she expects me to be okay with that. Like, and that just shows me that there's no way that there is any, you know, there's no way that you're better. Like I said previously, if, and I'm speaking directly to her most of this time, you guys, if you are better and had any bit of humanity left in your body at all, you would know to leave me the fuck alone. To have your fucked up daughters, leave me the fuck alone. And let me share my story because it's fucking mine with my audience. Because if there's another 18-year-old who is being stalked to the death of her, maybe she'll know don't be naive. Follow your instinct, follow your gut. If you feel like somebody's a bad fucking person, they're probably a bad fucking person. And if you fucking don't want to go somewhere, don't go. If you feel like it's a bad idea to go somewhere, don't fucking go. Like, I hate this shit. Like, people are, this bitch is trying to tell me to not tell my story because she's fucking changed. I don't give a fuck if you've changed. I really don't. I hope for your soul that you have, or that you eventually do. I really do. For your soul's sake, I do. Thank you, Harley. It's just so fucked. It's just so fucked. And then you guys know how I put my PayPal and my Cash App in the description box for any of my subscribers who ever want to support my channel, because I do this as a part-time like job, bitch. Like, editing is a fucking job. And so I just leave it down there. I don't really promote it or anything, but I leave it in my description box. Well, today I had a subscriber send money on PayPal, and she wanted to stay anonymous. I really wanted to give her a shout out, but I'm going to do that in an actual scheduled video. I don't want to bring that good energy into this. But right after that happened, I had a request from a different username, but the picture on it. Do you guys know if you can enlarge a PayPal picture? Because I am 1,000% sure that this bitch was trying to request money from me. Because it was like, you've been submitted a request or some shit. I've never had nobody request money from me on PayPal. I'll have to go back and read it. But it sent me an email, and then I have like notifications on my phone, and it sent me I have like a notification on my banner, and then it said that somebody was trying to request $150 from my PayPal. And the username was not her or anything. The name wasn't her, but the picture looked like her. And I've never had anybody do that before. So I just think that this is just all them. And they're trying to like freak me out. But the problem is they're not going to freak me out anymore. Like, I'm just not freaked out by it anymore. I'm just not. Like, straight up, I'm not. We can go head to head any day of the week. I'm ready to go head to head with these motherfuckers because I have all of the proof in the world that these bastards have stalked the living shit out of me for well over a decade, almost two. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I just do not know what to make of any of this shit. And like, why in your mind would you ever think that I would ever want to hear from you is beyond. So yeah, I thought I would share with you guys that. So if you guys have really wanted the nitty gritty truth, the actual hardcore truth of this story, stay fucking tuned because I'm about to blow your goddamn mind on Sunday. If you have ever watched a video of mine, ever, be sure that you watch the video that's coming on Sunday. I'm going to finish the cruise ship story and we're going to go into the next bit of story that I want to tell. There's like 4 or 5 more stories that I really want to tell. There's 3 others that I may tell. I may save those for later on down the road. And then there's the ending and how it all ended. But I will continue to tell this story because it's important to me. On a completely different side note, I did want to ask you guys if you all would be down for something. So number one, if you haven't already went and downloaded the SoundCloud app and liked Stories of a Chubby Chick with Morgan Shea, if you want to listen to my podcast, that's how you're going to be able to listen to it. Number two, I'm going to upload the first episode on Saturday instead of Friday, only because I got a sponsor. And I'm really excited about it because they're actually going to pay me, which is so amazing because podcasting, bitch, is not cheap. And it's a sponsor that I fuck with. So I'm very much down with them. I've worked with them before. They're really cool. And you guys love when I'm sponsored by them. You all love when I get a discount code. So I'm very much down for that. But guys, please, 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 if you haven't already, go download the SoundCloud app, like Stories of a Chubby Chick. But I was thinking of some really fun videos / podcasts to do during Morgan Halloween before it's over. Would you guys be down if I went to a very haunted location here in Knoxville and we did a ghost box seminar, like a spirit box session seminar? Would you guys be down if I did a video like that? Because I'm seriously thinking about doing it. If you guys would want to see it. And then I was thinking I could also like record a podcast while I'm there too, because I emailed the lady who runs this building. Well, she doesn't run this building, but she owns the property now. And then I also thought I called my old landlord. If you've watched my videos, then you know the landlord I'm talking about. The property that used to be a plantation, and they had like slaves on there, and it's like haunted as fuck. That was the first apartment I had on my own. If you're an OG, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I called my old landlord and asked if I could come and do a spirit box session there, and he said absolutely anytime I wanted to. So I thought that could be another video that we did. So if you guys would be down for that, I have one yes, yes, yes. So if you guys would be down for that, let me know, because I'm just trying to find some other things to do. I mean, I have plenty of fucking story times, but like, are you all over the story times? If you guys want something different, like, let me know. Like, I could probably tell story times until I die because things happen to me like this every single fucking day. It never ends. So it will probably continue to go on for the rest of my life, which I guess is a good thing because it means that you guys always get story times forever and ever. But like, I don't know if you guys ever get like over story times or like, can we do something else? So please let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section below. Also, I got like a bunch of stuff from Target the other day, makeup wise. Would you guys want to see that in a haul? Would that be something you guys be down to see? It's a bunch of the Jason Wu collection, which is like all dupes for Patrick Ta. I got some Makeup Revolution. I got some NYX. I got some Elf. And this lip balm I got from Elf Bitch is legendary. Legendary. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that haul because I would be down to film that for you guys too, maybe as an extra video for next week. So if you want a video on Sunday and you also want a video maybe Tuesday and then another one on Thursday, so that would be like 3 videos, like boom, boom, boom. If you guys would want that, let me know and I will film that Target haul. All the stuff is already out of the boxes, but I kept the receipt just in case you guys wanted it. Last but certainly not least, I wanted to ask about monthly favorites videos. When I first started this channel, you guys were obsessed with them. They were some of the most viewed bit of content that I had on my channel before I started story times, at least. Would you guys be into monthly favorites? Do you guys like watching those still? Are they very 2016 or are you down? Let me know what you think about monthly favorites, and then also let me know about the rest of the stuff. This channel is specifically for you guys, and I can only give you what you want when you let me know. Like, I cannot read minds. So please, if I didn't mention anything that you would really like to see me do, I did have a request for ASMR, which I am planning that video. So be on the lookout for the ASMR video. It will be a live ASMR video because I'm going to do it on my MacBook, only because the mic that I got for my camera is on back order and I'm probably not going to get it until like mid-November. So to use the mic, I have to be on the MacBook. So it's going to be this quality, which I know sucks, but it'll still be ASMR. So I got that request. If you have any other requests that you want, if you would like to see an updated morning routine or a makeup tutorial or makeup tutorial story time or whatever, a mukbang, whatever you want, let me know, please, so that I can make you guys happy. And also be sure that you do subscribe before you leave. Again, down in the description box is links to all of my social media. If you would like to follow me on a more personal level, do keep in mind that my Facebook is my actual Facebook. So you will have to send me a friend request. I tried the business page. It wasn't really for me. So I just have an actual Facebook, and you guys can just go follow me there or send me a friend request and I'll accept it. And then there's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, the whole nine. And then also down in the description box is a link. I have my app for PayPal and Cash App. If you would like to support this channel, again, those will only be here until this channel is monetized. After this channel is monetized, that will no longer be there. I'm going to create a PO box very soon for those of you guys who want to send me letters or pictures or whatever. And then also had some of you guys request for me to make an Amazon wish list. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. So I'm going to watch some YouTube videos and see if I can figure out how to do it, because there was like 5 of you guys comment that underneath the video, and I don't know if I know how to do that. So I'm going to figure out how to do it and I'll put it in the description box. But I thank you guys so much for all of your support. Do remember, if you do help out this channel, I do give you a huge shout out. And I'm not going to do it in the live just because I have two other shout outs to do aside from the anonymous shout out. I'm going to do them in an actual video just because, I don't know. Well, I guess we could do them in both. So we have the anonymous. Thank you so much, anonymous. That meant so much to me that you sent that. It really took me back because I wasn't expecting that. And we actually exchanged phone numbers and everything. So um, I just think that's really cool. So, anyways, thank you. And then the second person is Miss Jackie. She has been a subscriber of mine from literally the beginning. And she sent money for microphones and stuff and just different setup equipment today on PayPal. Thank you so much, Jackie, for your support. She has supported this channel several different times, and I really, really do appreciate it. I just don't want to do a Patreon because that's like a monthly subscription, and I don't know, something about that doesn't really fit well with me. So I don't want to do that. I know you guys have requested a Patreon, but that's what the podcast is going to be. I don't know. That just, I don't know. Like, I would just rather, if you want to, you can, but like, I don't want you to have to pay monthly. That's just weird to me. But anyways, so thank you so much, Jackie. I love you. I love you. I love you. And last but certainly not least, what was her name? Tayani 5372. She is a newer subscriber. She's not been here very long, but she said that I've gotten her through some things, and that makes me so happy to hear. That is the whole purpose of this channel, is to just be there for each other and be a community. Me and Jackie have already swapped numbers a long time ago, but me and her swapped numbers today as well. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. And thank you so much for all of your love, your support, and your kindness. And thank you so much for your donation towards this channel to help keep it afloat, you know? So, anyways, yeah, guys, the PayPal and Cash App is down below in the description box. Thank you again to all of the people who have supported this channel. I am going to have a new, like, at the very end where it says like thank you for watching or whatever in my videos, I'm going to have a thank you box where I'm going to just keep a permanent shout out of everybody who helps support this channel. If you ever do not want your name to be thank you or your username anyways, please let me know when you send the money. A lot of people send me emails at the questions for Shay. If you don't send me an email or you don't leave me a note when you send me the money, more than likely I'm going to say your name. It's going to be your username. Um, so as long as your username isn't your real name, I guess. But if you don't want me to say your name, please, please, please send me an email or leave me a note when you do send cash. That way I don't, because I never want to upset you guys. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. It was nice to get some of this stuff off of my chest. Wanda, this is for you, you know. We don't want you here. You're not invited to this. You basically just bombarded your ass into most of my life. And I would love to have the second half, just you just not here. Okay. But yeah, you guys, love you all. Stay tuned Sunday for story time. I am re-filming the entire thing. We're adding some pieces that I kept out just because I'm a good fucking person. But guess what? We're adding them in. Oh, yes, bitch. This is about to be the story time to end all story times. You guys better buckle up your fucking seatbelt. Buckle down because you're about to be in for a fucking ride. I love you guys so much. And until the very next time. Bye, guys. Now it's the awkward time when I end the video. So.